It's the reggae music. Hola, hola, hola. Come here. I'm here. I'm just hiding because the energy is insane, ladies and gents. Insane. Okay. I'm gonna do an updated. Let me turn this down. I'm gonna do an updated energy video because it is absolutely needed. There is no doubt, no question in my head that it is needed. So there's that. Where's the cards I want? Where's the cards I want? Sorry, Kai. I didn't mean to disturb you. Jeez Louise. Okay. I don't know why that's right there. Okay. It's the reggae music. All right, ladies and gents. Scorpio energy. Okay. Like, I love it. It's amazing. Okay. But it definitely has its up and downs. There's absolutely no question, hands down. Okay. It's a lot to work with. I'm getting emails. I'm getting text messages. The people that I'm communicating with through videos, through Skype, through Zoom, everything. It's like clash. Like our energies are just like the voices are distorted. Like it's high. Okay. It's powerful. It has you recognize things. It's like, hey, walk away. Like, this doesn't serve you anymore. Okay. Which is the whole point of Scorpion energy too. Kind of like with the whole death, rebirth type thing. I know a lot of people are walking away from heartache, moving on to their, 9 of cups, leaving their 8 behind, really standing their ground. Defense modes like really like up there. I know a huge issue right now that I'm running into is, the cards that are like coming up is, especially for the lessons, which I'm going to pull too. Just a couple of them right now. It's like courage and strength and greed and pride and choosing to let the ego take over. Okay, choosing to let it go, walking away, but not really doing it the right way. So, not that possibly you can repeat the same cycle. I'm not too sure. It depends on the person how you handle it. But I know, how do I want to put it? It's like you get to the point where you've reached enough's enough, okay, and it's like, and now it's like there's no going back, and it's like, okay, but like make sure when you're walking, you're healing. You're not walking with pride and ego like that, because it's going to affect your outcome. Okay, like when you release, you got to release. I'm not an expert at releasing, guys, besides like purging and stuff and talking to the universe, but it's like I do know that it's necessary. And it's strength to get through what's next. Okay. So let's pull an important lesson real quick. See, holy shit, courage and pride. All right. It's exactly what I just talked about. Like, I'm not shitting you guys. Like, it's crazy right now. It's craziness. It really is. Okay. So let's work with this. Okay. Let's try to figure out how to get through this. I know the best advice I can give you right now, would be strength to endure what it is you're in the process, in the moment of. Okay. It's that simple. So with this energy, let's just see what we get. Okay. So what's going on with this current energy, please? Best advice for the current energy. Relationships. I'm attracted to people that serve, my highest good, and this makes sense, like your purpose. So it's like, if this person is not serving your highest good, get rid of them. X them out. Like, that's it. Okay? That's it. All right? Because you have a higher purpose. And it's like, be attracted to the people that serve your higher good. Okay? And your higher purpose. Okay? So, yeah, walk away from that 8 of Cups. Go to your 9. But don't do it with ego. Okay? A lot of people don't want to approach certain situations right now because of ego, because of pride, because of people having their guard up. And it's like, I don't know if that benefits anybody or any situation, because in all reality, it's like, if you're waiting for communication or you're waiting for something to happen and that person's waiting for you to calm down, or you're waiting for this one to calm down. It's like, no. All right, because your God's up regardless. So that's what I'm saying. It's like your ego, your pride, those kind of things you're going to hold on to. All right. And that's what needs to be released. So regardless of your scenario, regardless of your situation, you have to release that. The universe, I understand you left your 8 of Cups to get to your 9, but the universe is not going to give you your 9 if you're not doing it the right way. Okay. So there's that. All right. So apparently this is going to be about relationships and, finding your purpose. And you can walk away from one and go to the next, or go whatever serves you, whatever's coming around the corner, but make sure it serves your purpose. Make sure you're doing it the correct way. All right. And make sure that we're grounding ourselves, guys. Okay. What else for the current energy? All right. Abundance. So it's like what you desire. All right. That's why we didn't even throw these yet, but I kind of have the feeling like people are like 3 of Swords, 8 of Cups type thing. Strength, all that stuff, air. So it's kind of like you did walk, okay, to find abundance, to find what makes you happy, to have a different purpose, okay, because whatever was holding you back was no good. So it's beautiful, and it's reminding you, walk towards the abundance, walk towards your happiness, but please do it the right way, okay? Let me see if there's anything else, because they want to talk. See, worry, all right? And here's the thing with the worry. I get that. All right. I'm learning that worry doesn't change an outcome. Like, I am that person. Like, I'm like, oh, I'm like so worried about you. And it's like, I know I got to do like, like da, 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 da. But it's like, I worry. Well, here's the thing. When I worry, that's putting somebody else first. Okay. So that's a big wake up call for me too. Okay. So don't worry. This is really the time to release and let things happen. Just go with the flow, okay? Balance. I was just going to say that, to find your balance too. But I said that the other day. Didn't I just say something about grounding? Anywho, just as you go on your journey, don't judge yourself. Don't judge others. If something comes into the picture, have compassion, figure it out, walk away. All right? Courage. All right? We're talking about that too. Inner strength. All right? To face the fear. That's what I'm running into a lot, guys, is fear-based situations. And it's like, it's so out of the blue. Like, it's like you manifested something, or you wanted this relationship to come into fruition. Now all of a sudden you're scared shitless. And it's like, okay. So for those who can get over it, and I was trying to explain it to somebody, and it makes complete sense, because I said to myself, with everything I've done and gone through my whole life when it comes to having a broken heart, okay? When your heart is breaking, and say, I will tell you, with me and my husband of 20 years, and the first couple years he cheated, and obviously it broke my heart, and I got found out I was pregnant. I took him back. The average scenario and typical scenario, and it's true. it happened that way too. Okay, so it's like, you can only have your heart break so many times, and it's like, did you move on? Did you try to forgive? Yeah, but ultimately 20 years later, it's like, when we decided to separate, it's like, did I love him for who he was and the father that he was? Absolutely. But at the end of the day, I wasn't in love with him anymore. And the reason is because he had broken my heart so many times within a certain time frame that I was never physically able to heal from that, or didn't really know how to heal from that. Okay, so now if you're dealing with a brand new broken heart, for instance, okay, because I've been brokenhearted when it's come to my twin. Nothing on him. It's me. It's my thoughts. It's where I put myself. I caused it too. You know what I mean? So it's like, because of certain expectations that was impractical of me to think, okay? So, and now people are being faced with their twins or the life partner or the soulmate, okay, with broken hearts, and they're scared. And it's like, you get to the point, and it's like, it's reality. And I thought to myself, when I was talking to someone today, and we were talking about it, and I said, you know what? I said, I'm going to guide you. I said, to be honest with you, I said, this tends to be the energy right now. I said, I personally will give you my best advice and what Spirit's been telling me to just kind of have strength and go with the flow. But it's like being with somebody that has broken your heart and actually trying to mend it. Like, because if you think about it, every relationship you've been with, that exes, that they broke your heart. They're an ex for a reason. Like, you never resolved it. Okay, so now this person's coming in. You've harbored so much pain, or vice versa. And not only are you scared, it's like, and now you have to have the strength to pursue something, but try to mend a broken heart. And I said to myself, like, wow, like, I've never actually been with anybody where I've actually tried to attempt to move on and go with the flow and mend a broken heart. So this is like new energy for everyone, guys. Like, I'm not kidding. Like, it's a big reality check. Like, whoa, you know. So a lot of people are dealing with that, and it's so out of the blue. But you know, at least we acknowledge it now for those who can relate to what it is I'm saying. Okay. And this is the third person this week that have said certain stuff where it's all coming into like fruition or something. Like, I screamed at somebody the other day out of the blue, and I'm like, Court, wow, I can't believe you just freaking screamed. Like, you don't, that's not me. And somebody made a comment, like, I had umpteen people scream at me the other day, and it was like, wow, like, I see where it's coming from. And it's like, it's because that person's been harboring something for so long, and now that they've released, and now they know they got to go, and there's no returning, there's no going back. That was like their release. And was it done the right way? No, not necessarily. Okay, regardless of who's screaming at who, but it's definitely not the right way to go about it. All right. So I'm reading the emails and stuff, guys, and I'm getting it. I'm feeling you guys. All right. And everyone that I've been talking to, like I said, the last few days is kind of like, we kind of have familiar energy, like the same energy frequency going on right now. And it's like, I know it was like so out of the blue, like I never really had to look at it this way. And now, you know, the universe wants us to push through and mend a broken heart with somebody who broke our heart and certain things. And but you absolutely don't have to, you know, you can choose to walk away. I choose to walk away because I and is it because, you know, maybe my God's up or that person's God's up? Absolutely, everybody has their reasons. But if you think that's what's most beneficial for you after weighing out the pros and cons, then you do what's most beneficial for you, as long as you know you're not running. Make sure you're healing and you're not walking with ego. Okay? So that's just a couple of examples that are being presented to me through, you know, experiences myself, with myself, friends, family, clients. Okay, so let's try to approach these things the right way. So there's that. Current energy, please. Current energy. Ace of Pens reverse. Okay, so and it's this is somebody walking away from a new start. All right, so to me, it's like you don't want to get to the root of an issue, so you're walking away. Okay, so it's basically what I've been saying. So it's like, but for not all people, it's and I understand if you've tried and you've tried and you've tried to get to the root of an issue and you couldn't, and you had no choice but to walk away. Okay, so it's the Five of Swords. So now you left that conflict. So this is where the anger comes in. This is where courage comes in. This is where strength comes in, because it's, you literally have to either resolve it or walk away from it. Okay, and if that other half is not going to try to resolve, then you got to walk away. What else? What else are we working with? The Knight of Wands reversed. All right, so this is somebody who is angry, very angry, fuming, actually, okay, in this scenario. Not happy, pissed off, trying to control situations, trying to control their anger, all right? This is just like being, like right now with the Knight of Wands, sorry, regardless, Knight, King, it doesn't matter. This person is angry, angry, angry bullshit, okay? Fuming, okay? Whether it's man or woman right now, fuming that they couldn't have this new stat. So this is a control issue too, clearly, you know what I mean? But it's also like, I'm fed up, and what else am I really supposed to do? You know what I mean? Because I've come to the point where the conclusion, like in all reality, like, do I continuously want to do this? All right. No one wants to. I mean, your main focus right now is the Five of Swords. Who the frick wants to be in the Five of Swords? I mean, that's the Five of Swords is the card I hate most out of the whole deck. And I don't really hate, but this one is, that's it for me, is the Five of Swords. Okay. Because it's like, to me right now, it's like, you're out of control because you felt defeated, because you didn't get this new start. All right. You planted plenty of seeds that never came into fruition, and you wanted to root something that was very grounded that didn't happen, and you're pissed off, you're defeated, and why go back? Why backtrack? Okay. And then this one's out of control, angry, pissed off, fuming, man or woman. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I guess that's where the screaming would come from. But you know what that's from? That's from harboring shit. All right. So now we got fortitude. We got the flaming sword. All right. She's like, so this woman is like, she got a cup in her ear. Like, now you want to come back around and offer that cup? No, hell no. She's about to whip that cup in your face. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's a lose-lose. Like, the defense is high. Like, this person feels defeated. This person's out of control, whether it's you or the other person. This person's just like, you know what this person needs to do is tame their inner beast. So if this is you guys and you're resonating, you're the one fuming, you need to tame your inner beast. Like, you have to. It's okay to be in this energy, but you also have to recognize that you're in it, and you got to get yourself out of it, because this is not beneficial energy to be in. And we know that. Okay. So, but that's what I'm saying. Like, you got to have the courage to walk away from ego and pride and control, and it's just kind of like, was like, all of a sudden, we want to know why? Because it's Scorpio energy. It's the death. It was the end. You're purging because it was the end of all that. Like, you don't want to deal with it no more. The universe is like, I'm not letting you deal with this no more. Purge it out. Did you purge the wrong way? Possibly. But purge it out and move on. Okay. So the Ten of Cups reverse. So it's like, you're not happy right now. Like, really? Like, no kidding. All right. So it's like, and not only that, one loved way more than the other. So there is a little unrequited love in this scenario too. Okay. With the Princess of Wands. So this princess wanted a new start. At one point, she did tame, he or she had control over their inner beast, and, you know, they're saying, listen, like, get it back. Okay. Like, don't let this stop your progress. Don't let this stop your future. All right. Because you know your priorities, you know what you have to do. And walking away in this energy is going to have you harbor stuff. And then a year from now, 6 months from now, 10 years from now, you're going to feel it, and you're going to be like, holy shit, like, you've been harboring this for so long. You've been resisting. Like, if you walk away like this, it's going to cause harm in your future. I'm not kidding. Okay. So you have to release that. You have to, whatever it is you have to do. I will tell you, some people right now, if they had a problem with drinking or any type of addiction, they're coming out of that. They're working on themselves. Okay. When I tell you this is a time to release a lot of things, it is. Okay. It is rebirth. It's recognizing what needs to go in order to pursue your future. All right. That's just the way it is. So what else? What else do you want to tell us? So I wasn't expecting the energy to be quite like this. I mean, but it is, it is the Wheel of Fortune. So it was, here's the thing, this person, a certain individual, knew that this was a destined event and held on to it real tight for a really long time. And that's, now I get it. Okay, that makes perfect sense, that this person knows their destiny. This person knows that this person belonged in their life, whether it was a lover, a friend. Okay, regardless, this person has the inner knowing. Okay, and held on real tight for a very long time, maybe 10 months. Okay, held on for a very long time to have this new start, and they're feeling defeated and out of control, and they're angry and they're sad, and people are purging. But you also need to know in order to move forward, you know, you have to go with courage. You have to tame the inner beast, okay? Regardless if you knew this was a fated event, okay? If it's destiny, then let destiny come back when it needs to come back. But right now, you do what you have to do to tame your beast, okay? Because it's mind over matter. And that is a hard thing to practice, because been there, done that, and then all of a sudden it's like practicing it again. Been there, done that, practicing it again, you know? And it's like, and it's real hard for this person, because they do know that this was a destined event. Like, they knew their destiny, and they were certain that, you know, that they were going to have this this new start. And you know, you put this together, and I'm looking at it, and it's like, with your past, you see all that's like the six, you know what I mean, with your past. Well, it's not the six of cups, but see where I'm going with that. And it's like with the pence too, and it's like, yeah, you wanted that new start, and you held on real tight. But now guess where you're at? Now you're at the five of pence. Yeah, you got left out in the cold, and it's like you feel defeated. And it's not that this, you know, it looks like you could have been dealing with somebody who didn't want to share their emotions either, somebody that was very manipulating and a narcissist, and you tried to do what you could do to hold on, because you knew the truth. You knew that you knew the bigger purpose. You knew the truth. You knew the inner person that this person was, and it still backfired. Okay, so there's a reason for that, and you have to recognize that there was a reason for that. Okay, obviously this other person does not share emotions, and you didn't get nowhere, and you're defeated, and you felt left out in the cold, and you can't control the situation, so you purged, and you probably purged the wrong way. But regardless of how you purged, my most important message for you right now is walking away with strength, and walking away the right way. Okay, and I know it's not going to be easy, guys. I haven't even been put in certain scenarios like this until recently, because it's like, if I choose to do what it is I choose with my twin, that's accepting to work with somebody with a broken heart, with fear, with all sorts of stuff. So my only advice I can give you right now for that scenario is to have strength. Have the inner strength and the confidence to go with the flow. You know, I do talk about building blocks and baby steps a lot. So it's like, if this comes back around, then so be it. But don't you gave this person plenty of options. So do not 2 days from now, if you're in the scenario, be like, oh, all right, this person's going to come back around, and this person's calling or text. No, let it go. If you need to let it go, let it go. I know you've tried for a really long time, but right now you're defeated. You're out of control. People are sad. The two of you are not happy. It was destined, and you knew it. You knew what the force was, so you held on for a very long time to have the new start that you didn't get, okay? It's not the end of the world, guys. It's a lesson in itself, okay? So work with it. Move on, all right? Move on if it was no good for you. That's it. Let's move on. Tell me about the Ace of Pentacles reversed. And just because it was destined does not mean it always works out, guys. It doesn't. All right, the Nine of Cups reversed. Yeah, you're not happy. This was your wish. You knew that this was a destined event, and it didn't happen, okay? You could be very, very sad. You're not happy. You're sad, okay? Tell me about the Five of Swords. You feel defeated and angry, and you won't stay in this too long, okay? So you got the Knight of Pentacles, all right? This was a very slow moving energy. This was a very slow, painful process, okay? And this was the Knight. So every time you thought it was coming, that your Knight was coming closer, guess what? Your Knight turned their head so many damn times that they got distracted. And every time they got distracted, it slowed the process down. And now you got the Queen of Wands, and that's you being bullshit. Bullshit. Angry. Okay? Fuming. So now the two of you are mirroring each other. The two of you are angry because one's probably now sitting in regret and the other one's moving on, but they're moving on the wrong way too. So it's like the two of you are like, neither of you are happy. Neither of you are happy with the 9 and the 10. All right, neither of you are happy. And with the countersuit right here, the two of you are bullshit. You both feel like you lost. All right, this took a very long time. One knew it was destined and held on for a very long time. All right, I don't know where the other person was that whole time. I'm thinking that person was very distracted, probably in and out, messing around with different people. Okay, this person has a thing. Even though it's a slow moving energy between the two of you, this person was pretty content playing. This person wanted to play a lot. This person could have even had sexual addictions. This person could have enjoyed having multiple partners. Like, this person did not want to at the time. I don't know now, because I'm not talking about, I don't know, but this I do know that this person in and out enjoyed sex with multiple people. Okay, that's why it was so damn slow between the two of you, that there was just so many damn distractions in between, whether it was mutual between the two of you or just one on one end. You know what I mean? But regardless, you're both angry and you're both sad. Okay, so to be sad and angry, all right, that's where I was going. I mentioned those energies, along with, you know, having the courage to move forward and not letting your ego get in the way, because if that happens, ladies and gents, there's a good chance you can repeat the cycle. This was a Sagittarian lesson. Okay, so it's kind of like, here you go. It's clearly in your face. Do you want to wipe the slate clean and move forward and try to get through it? For some of you, yeah, go ahead. Others, it will not be beneficial. Okay, the Two of Swords, so it's reversed. So it's like, that's why I said others, it will not be beneficial. Like, they're saying, do not restore this. You held on for a really long time. Like, so it really depends on you and this other person whether or not you want to restore this. Some of you, what's happening right now is that because the energies are mirroring each other, one now wants to restore and the other doesn't. Okay. And for a majority of you, this is somebody that's procrastinating, that has known the decision for a while, but is more of a manipulating narcissist than anything. Somebody who doesn't want to share their emotions, somebody that likes to manipulate things. I will tell you right now, there is somebody on the board that is really good at telepathy and uses it to their advantage, and has been manipulating the situation for some time now. So the High Priestess reverse. So, I mean, there could have been hidden secrets that this person just didn't want to come out and say. And, you know, that's why it took so long. But it doesn't, regardless, it doesn't matter, because some of you didn't use your intuition at all. Okay. And it's like, you guys, you just went for the silver lining. You're like, I'm following my freaking star and I'm going. And it's like, yeah, all good, you know, but where did it leave you? Hi, sweetie. How was your day?
You want me to put away Caden's card in his envelope? So he doesn't
Sure. Did you sign it?
Yeah.
Sure. Will you just sign Jade's name?
Yeah.
Thank you. Shut me to a good. Love you. I'll be out shortly. You know, it's, to me, this wasn't like you weren't using your intuition because you, or this other person was not using their intuition. Okay, that they could have found out a long time ago that this was destined, because this other person, the two of you are very spiritual the way it fell. I'm telling you, the two of you is spiritual, more spiritual than this person is actually saying, being upfront with. And this person wasn't using their intuition, and now all of a sudden, like, okay, like, I'm telling you, I don't know what's going to happen. That's why I'm saying a lot of people are now finding themselves in the position where they're scared, and they need to figure out whether or not they are going to go with the flow and mend this broken heart, or if they're going to move forward without carrying ego with them. Okay, so we do have a couple different scenarios. So it, to me, figure out which scenario is yours, and do your best to have the courage and the strength to move forward no matter what direction. No negative Nelly right now, because negative Nelly, what you put out is what you'll get back. And I know it could be hard to do if you're angry, because the two of you are extremely angry, extremely hurt, extremely sad, regardless if it has to do with each other or not. The two of you, dead in the center, the two of you feel defeated. Okay. Any other additional information for me? Any other additional energy? Actually, tell me about the High Priestess. So to me, this is all about this person not wanting to share secrets, to be honest with you. But it can go either way. All right, the foolish man, yeah, and it's reverse. So somebody didn't. It's like somebody didn't want to take the risk. Okay, and I think because they weren't using their intuition, they were too busy playing. Okay, so there's that. All right, what are you gonna do? You probably knew that when you met the person. You probably thought you could change the situation. So that's a harsh lesson in itself too. Something just flipped. The Queen of Cups. All right. So one person, you know, this, a lot of love for this individual, and did not, or you could be dealing with water. There's every sign here. Okay. But what I'm saying is like there's a lot of love and a lot of emotion that was put into this, and somebody didn't use their intuition. They made foolish mistakes. They thought the grass was greener on the other side, and they had very jaded ideas of what their future was going to be. I don't know where they land. I don't know where they stand now, and it doesn't matter. All I know is that the two of you are upset. The two of you are not happy. The two of you could be drinking, purging, whatever it is. You could be purging alcoholism. You could be drinking too much, okay? But the two of you are very angry and very hurt, and the two of you feel defeated. So, on that note, I don't know if this person all of a sudden now has emotion for this person and is ready to come forward. But to me, I'm not even looking at like that, because that's not what's important to me right now. What's important to me is how we walk away with this energy. So before, when I threw the lessons cards, that was all overall. All right. Yeah. So there's some grief. There's some empathy. There's the King of Cups. There's the foolish man probably sitting in grief right now because they know they made a mistake. If they would have just listened to their intuition and they tuned it out because they were too busy playing and being distracted. Okay. Some people distracted themselves by playing, and some people distracted themselves by working. So right now, I want the best advice to get out of this energy. If to walk away from this energy, you know, it's that simple. Um, love for yourself is key too. All right, best advice to get out of this energy. Judgment. Okay, so I understand that everyone has their unique. I understand that everyone has their unique path and challenges, so they're asking you to understand scenarios too, and that makes sense, because if you can understand, like I said, like I said in the beginning, what if in one scenario this person knew their destined path and they went after it, okay, and they chased it, and now that they're recognizing it's time to move forward, they're basically saying like, don't judge yourself or anybody else. That's what I'm saying. Like, you need to walk away real careful right now. Okay, because everybody has their own path, and it could have just took somebody a lot longer to realize it. I don't know how you guys are going to go about figuring it out, okay? But they're also saying be real grateful what you already have. Be thankful, okay? And you will be presented with new opportunities. It's fated, okay? So will it come back around for some? Absolutely. Will some of them reject it? Absolutely. I love you too. Will some of them get rejected? Yep. Will some of them take a risk and flip that? Yep, it's possible. Okay. Just be grateful for what it is you have right now. All right. Because this is a destined event. Okay. So something will come back around. You will end up getting to your 9 of Cups and your 10 of Cups. I'm not kidding. Like, cause you just will. I promise you that. Just make sure it's done correctly. Any other advice, please? Any other advice? So don't judge yourself. Don't be hard on yourself. Don't 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 judge, and appreciate what it is you have. Don't sit in self-pity and sorrow right now. Okay, humor. All right. They want you to focus on being happy and looking at the brighter side of life, like how Court always says, like happy, happy, happy. Okay, if some people need to meditate, go to yoga, do whatever it is that makes you happy. um you just need to look at things differently, which is like changing your perspective. Okay, but it is all about changing your perspective as you move on. But judgment's huge, guys. I've been feeling judgment. I think I called it in my last energy video, and I kept saying to myself, like, I want to say something about judgment. And it's like, but nothing came out for me to talk about it. So it's like, I've been feeling it, all right? Because it's like, justice has been coming out a lot too. And so just be real careful, because I don't want you sitting in more sorrow, unnecessary sorrow, more sorrow that you're already sitting in. All right, death. All right, this is Scorpion energy. So again, and it was with the other video with Scorpion energy, that all endings are just merely new beginnings. So that's all about having a positive attitude too. All right, have patience. All right, I accept that everything happens in divine order. So for some, you're absolutely 100% that this is a destined event. But the thing is, you try to control it. And it probably came out of the blue, because you probably didn't even see it coming. Like, what? But, and you might not have been controlling the situation the whole time. And I think you know that. And I don't think you have been. Some have and some haven't. But it was so random with the Scorpion energy that you were just like, enough's enough. Like, a lot of you, I guarantee, have been dealing with this since last April. That's it. Okay. Relationships. That just came out earlier too. Make sure you, as you go on your path, that you're putting yourself in situations that serve your purpose. Okay, that serve your highest good, things that make you happy. All right, so be grateful for what you have, because opportunities are going to come along. Be happy. Watch who you're hanging out with. That's it. All right, don't judge yourself too harshly. Okay, because after a death, after experience, after a rebirth, you do recognize a lot of things, and you can be harsh on yourself. So they're literally like, have patience with yourself, do not judge yourself or others, have compassion, have understanding, and understand that endings and new beginnings, whether it's with this person or not with this person. But I will tell you right now, no, I'm not going to tell you that right now, because everyone's scenario is different. Okay, it's what you choose to do. All right, that's it. All right, be grateful for what it is that you have. All right, I'm not kidding. That's simple. We'll get one universal card, and then I got to go, because I got dinner plans. I got things to do. Yo. All right. But I did want to bring this to everyone's attention. All right. So some people will have movement, and some people will sit with deceit, which is, that's carrying, that's not letting your guard down from past hurt and past deceit, and that's carrying your ego with you. All right, so some will have, it's like I said, there's two different scenarios here. Some of you will get back into this eventually when it's time. Like that said, divine order. You can't, the two of you trying to control, one was trying to stop destiny, the other one was trying to pursue it. That's what I'm saying. Like, as much as you're mirroring each other and you're at the same vibration, it's not the right vibration. The two of you have to recognize. The two of you have to come to the point where let bygones be bygones, all right? Regardless of how this went down. So, best advice for current energy. Best advice for current energy. To the rescue. Here I am. So some of you are gonna like come in and rescue somebody, and don't, I'm not, be smart. Be wicked smart about your decisions, ladies and gents. Do not repeat this cycle. All right, conclusion. So because this is all about divine order, and I know you're angry, they're angry, and I don't even want to look at it like this, all right? Because it's like, damn. But anywho, don't resist the conclusion, for endings are important experiences that will help you build a stronger foundation for your next adventure. This is also a warning to get the facts before you draw a conclusion about somebody. You can't know the whole story unless you've read it to the end. Remain open, even without an ending that is final or a conclusion is correct. This is a sign that a new story is about to unfold. So it's exactly everything that I just talked about on this entire board. All right, and it's very divine. So it's like, when this person comes back in and talks to you, will you have the patience and the compassion and what it takes, the strength to have that conversation, to come to a conclusion, to figure out what direction you guys are going to go in. Okay. I thought my son's bus was here. So that's basically what they're saying. Okay. That's it. This is an ending to a new beginning. They didn't have to throw me the 8 of Cups. They didn't need to throw me all that. All right. I feel the energy. I know. I know what I've been dealing with, what people have been dealing with, clients, friends, family. I know. Okay. So do your best to understand. Mia?
Yeah?
Is Kate here?
No, it was Ava.
Oh, Ava. Okay. Hi, Ava.
Can Ava come to birthday dinner with us?
Okay, I'm finishing my video. I'll talk about it in 5 minutes. Okay. So again, do not resist a conclusion, for endings are important experiences. So that's what I'm saying. So even if you decide to end this and not go in the same direction, they're still basically saying it's so very important that you will walk in a way the right way. Okay. It will help you build a stronger foundation walking away the right way. Okay. So get all the facts too. All right. Remain open-ended until the final conclusion is correct. This is a sign that a new story is about to unfold. Okay, so this is the ending of something to a new beginning. Okay, this will lead you back to the same person, or this will lead, even if this is your twin, this could literally, no lie, no joke, lead you to your life partner. You do not have to be with your twin, ladies and gents. Please understand that and recognize that. Okay, this is a time for endings and new beginnings. Drawing this symbol indicates that you have come to the end of an experience of your life and you're about to enter a new one. So regardless of no matter what direction you go in, walk away correctly. Okay? And look at the song that's on. Don't worry. Be happy. Or be happy. Ooh, 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 ooh. At the end of the day, ladies and gents, that's what's most important, okay? So I love you guys. I wish you the very best. All right. I really hope that you are addressing this the right way now that we purged a little bit. Let bygones be bygones, and just know that endings are new beginnings. Okay. Um, and do your best to move on the right way. And at the end of the day, you're happy, no matter what you choose. New, old, doesn't matter. Be happy at the end of the day. My love bugs. Okay? I love you guys very, very much. Have a fantastic rest of your Thursday. Bye, guys. Oh, Kai said bye.